Good morning. Greetings, everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're back with a series we've been running for the month of March. Which is my 31 favorite rock albums. My 31 favorite rock bands and the two releases that they put out in the same year. So yesterday we did the Elton John one, which was I didn't own either of them, but I had liked lots of them. Today we are coming in with a band that I have lots of love for, but only with certain albums. The two albums we're doing today, the first one I'm not a huge fan of. I don't dislike it. There's some decent stuff on it, but it's not an album that I go to very often. And the other album I like quite a bit more, but I don't own it. And it's not through lack of trying, that's for sure. So the band we're doing today is Queen. It's Queen 2 and Sheer Heart Attack, which is the second album. So Queen 2 came out in March and Sheer Heart Attack in November. So this album is kind of a, I would go as far as to call this a bit of a concept album. Obviously, it's a concept album. I do like the cover quite a bit. This is classic looking cover for Queen. There are a couple tracks on here I do like. The one that's most notable is the March of the Black Queen. I do like that track quite a bit. This one has some bonus stuff on it that's kind of interesting as well, which is good. This was the second of their kind of progressive. Their first two albums were kind of progressive in nature. This one, I think, more progressive than the first one. It's a good album. I get what people like about it. I see that, but it's not really the kind of Queen that I like. Sheer Heart Attack, on the other hand, is much more in line with the kind of Queen that I have come to like, which they then move into the era of Queen where I am all in on. But I do like Sheer Heart Attack because it has Killers on it. Fantastic tune, one of their best tunes. Absolutely killer. No puns intended. Killer Queen is what it's titled, right? You got Brighton Rock on here, which is another solid tune. Stone Cold Crazy, yep, another one. This one, I think almost all of them right on this one. I was surprised. I didn't realize that they had all written on that track, but they did. And the rest of this album is pretty solid. It's an album that I would like to have. I've listened to it before for different reasons. So I've had a chance to listen to it solidly. I think it'll end up being an album that will fit and tie me to the back half of the front half of Queen, because I have had a hard time going back to the first two albums. So maybe this one being a bit more of a transitional album, very different from the first two, moving forward into a more Queen, well-known Queen sound. I'm hoping that having that will kind of tie me to the first two a little bit more than I have been. So anyways, the albums I chose for today were Queen 2 and Sheer Heart Attack, their second and third albums in their discography, both released in, what year was this? Was this 72 or 71? I do not remember. I do not like green eggs and ham, Sam. Okay, I just want to find out what year it was. I think it was 73. No, I was wrong. It was 74. So both released in 74, one in March, one in November. So definitely deserve to be on this list. I think I like these two albums overall more than either the Elton John or the Deep Purple one before it. And it's a hair low. There's not a lot separating my feelings about all these three, or I guess it's 6 albums. But yeah, so Queen 2, Sheer Heart Attack by Queen. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want, you can hit the notification bell above my head. And also, if you want to make comments about Queen, the 2 albums, or anything I've said, you can put that in the comment section below. And we will be back tomorrow with another episode of my 31 favorite bands that release 2 albums in a single year. Take care and have yourself a good day. Goodbye.